Hey guys, it's Haley again, long time no chat. It is Monday, November 24th, 2014. Just kind of wanted to touch base since it has been such a little while. We've had such a crazy month so far, and Thanksgiving is in a couple of days, so still probably gonna have some more craziness being going on. So on November 7th, we went to go get our second opinion at another fertility specialist, and he went over everything with us since day one, basically like all the procedures, what the doctor's notes said, and everything, because we wanted to see basically we wanted to see if in vitro was our next step, and at that point in vitro was our next step. However, I think it is now currently, unfortunately, on hold. So what basically ended up happening is that he went over everything with us from day one, from all of our other doctors, basically saying that from the first fertility specialist that we ended up going to, she basically gave us you should do in vitro and there's no other options. Then we went for a second opinion to the doctor that we're at now, and we felt so much more comfortable with them. I felt like they knew what they were talking about. They actually put Ryan on medication so we could get an increase in sperm count, and that was not an option at the first facility that we went to. Then we go here, and the doctor's going over all of our stuff, which we're so grateful for. Unfortunately, I don't think it was exactly the news that I don't want to say didn't want to hear, not what we were expecting. So basically he went over everything and was like, well, the first doctor that you went to was basically unexplained infertility problems. The second place that we went, that we're currently going to, the same exact thing. And he was like, and that's incorrect. He was like, basically, and this is so hard for me to see Ryan's reaction to, but he basically was kind of like, we're diagnosing you with abnormal and extremely low sperm. He basically said, normal's here. You were told that it was just below normal, but it is like below normal. So not what we were expecting to hear, only because we've obviously been to a couple of other places and wasn't exactly what we were told. I mean, we knew that it was low, but we didn't think that it was like, oh my gosh, this is an issue low, to the point where basically this new doctor that we went to was like, I want you to go and see a specialist for him. He was shocked that we were never referred to, we were referred, or saying, you can look at a male fertility doctor. However, it wasn't kind of like a push, and this doctor was like, I don't even want to talk to you about in vitro until you've gone through the steps to get him tested for everything. And they do like a bunch of blood work, and they also do an ultrasound of the area for him. So they can do a bunch of different testing, and he said, unfortunately there isn't a huge chance that these little things could be wrong, but if there is, it's easily fixed, and there's a chance that we could possibly even have kids ourselves without having to go through in vitro and through any more IUIs. One of the upsetting things that he did mention to us is that there was sometimes that the sperm count was so low for an IUI that he himself would have not let us spend the money on an IUI because because it was that low. He was like, there's like no chance that it would have even worked anyway. Like, you would have had a better chance without getting the sperm clean and just doing like your own thing. So that was kind of disappointing because we felt so strongly about the doctor that we were currently going through, so getting these different reviews was a bit unsettling, I suppose. As of now, so then that was our appointment, basically. Again, it was kind of one of those things that you're like, oh my gosh, seriously? Like, all right, well, this would have been nice to know from the start. However, maybe there's a reason why we're at where we're at now, because we're supposed to be going through some testing with us. I mean, let's hope that we don't find anything too like crazy, but like he said, it could be something completely, you know, him just needing to be on specific vitamins to increase, you know, these levels that are off, or these levels and whatever. So I guess, again, it was not anything that we wanted to hear, because it almost felt like we've just wasted so much time and so much money. Like, we've almost spending around $1,500 a month, which is like on the low end that it has been some months, for the IUIs, that we have almost paid for an in vitro. So we were kind of just like, awesome. And then, so we ended up doing that. He recommended us for Ryan to go and see someone. So we were the following weekend, so that was on the 7th. On the 15th, which is the following Saturday, was my sister's wedding. It was absolutely beautiful. It was so much fun. Everyone had such a great time. There was, everyone was up dancing all night. And the one thing is that I was really upset because, everyone got champagne, obviously, to do the toast, and Ryan and I were the only two people in the whole entire place that didn't get a glass of champagne, and I was like, all right, cheers, sister. But, oh well. He ended up bringing it later, but it was kind of like, oh, all right. So amazing. It was great. They're actually on their honeymoon, and then this past week that just went by was my dirty 30. What? My hubby surprised me and took me to Laughlin, and then everyone was in the hotel room at night after we came back from dinner, and they had like decorated it, and there was like a little table set up with snacks and some drinks, and oh, it was so much fun. And stayed up a little too late that night, and haven't really been drinking so much since we've been doing all this baby stuff, so having a night of drinking kind of like wore me out, and the rest of the weekend I was just like, meh. But going through all like those weekends and all of that fun stuff that's been going on, definitely very, very tired, that's for sure. Anyways, so just wanted to let everybody know about that. What we're going to do is Ryan is going to try to get into see the specialist as soon as possible. He was going to call today or tomorrow to see where in the valley he could get in, and we're hoping that maybe we'll have some results sooner than later. Unfortunately, it's kind of taking us a step back, and I know that I was kind of excited about maybe possibly being able to get through all of that stuff while I was on Christmas break from work, because I have about 2 weeks off for the holiday, and my thing would have actually fallen to where my in vitro schedule would have landed in those 2 weeks. So that kind of sucks, because then it's like, all right, and then I've got to go and take time off on top of that, and it's just been so much time off and whatever, and I know that you already have to take off, and it's kind of like last minute stuff through all of that as well, so it was kind of like, oh shoot, that would have helped not to have to like interfere with work, but oh well. So anyway, yes, those are our next steps, is basically just getting him to the doctor to see if there's anything that we can do with him, and then what we'll probably do is go back to the doctor that we went in for the second opinion, and see what he has to say after that. And then if it comes down to basically saying in vitro, then we're going to go ahead and go through with that, but we don't know when that is going to end up happening, because obviously we need to save for a little while, or now we've got the option, I guess, to save for a little while, so we're not just trying to hit it out during the break. But yep, that's what's going on. I hope everyone's doing good, and thank you guys so much for checking in and following up and seeing how things are going. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm super excited. I've got some friends coming in town from England tomorrow night, so hopefully I can get a really good night's sleep and live it up for the next couple of days too. But all right, guys, bye.